Hello, both sides of the conversation family. We welcome you to this virtual space crafted especially for you. My name is Jada Curry, and I'm both sides of the conversation's marketing director and graphics design specialist. I want to take some time to ground us all as a community into this space we're about to open up in, so let's go through our community standards. Both sides of the conversation is providing a safe and honest space for open conversation, so we ask that you all be respectful of that. We also ask that you be respectful of each panelist, host, and participant. We do encourage healthy debates and conversations. Don't personalize anything with anyone. This includes name-calling, bullying, trolling, or shaming. This will not be allowed or tolerated. Your perspective is yours. It is not a prescription. You do not have to agree, but show respect. These community standards apply to all of our live shows and any virtual spaces that we hold on social media, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We want to make sure that we are caring for each other as a community. This is our priority in all of our endeavors as both sides of the conversation. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's show and continue to stay in touch with us via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or all of them. All right, thank you for listening and see you soon.
Welcome everybody to both sides of the conversation. I'm John Henry, Executive Director, and today I have with me my famous co-host, Miss Tony Rochelle. Tony Rochelle, say hello to the people.
What's up, community? Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all ready to jam with us.
All right. Yeah, community, y'all know we here for all of our first-time viewers, all of our people that's just tuning in, tapping into both sides of the conversation, trying to find out what's going on Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we are here at 7 p.m. We started a little early because we got a lot of announcements, a lot of things going on. But every Tuesday, we are here at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will continue to highlight our Black and brown businesses and those community leaders and folks in our community that are doing positive things to impact our community. Before we get started, I want to say this, right? We had a couple of guests. Emergency came up. One of our guests had to cancel today, and we're going to get her back on. She's a powerful, phenomenal sister. So just want to send prayers and love out to her and her family. You all know over the last couple of weeks, we have been dealing with some major violence, gun violence in our community. And it is really impacting our community. I mean, folks are just, I don't know. We've had it up to here. I've had it up to here. I am emotional. I am upset about the number of violence incidents that have taken place in our community. Today, I received a call at Vallejo High School, a football coach, a teacher, some parents. An altercation happened at the school. Someone put out the gun, shot a coach, shot a teacher. More information to come. But again, we have been impacted in this Bay Area like none other over the last several weeks. I don't know what's going on, but between San Francisco, Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo, we have been dealing with an increase in violence. Antioch, East Bay, nobody's exempt across this country. Violence. And you know what? We're going to have a conversation this Sunday about violence prevention and what's going on in our community. We got some folks who work in violence prevention. We got some folks who know what's going on. Is going to have some conversation. So I'm excited about this Sunday conversation as we're going to continue to do our part to talk about this violence, figure out solutions. How do we combat it? How do we work together as solidarity? How do we get our young folks to figure out how to deal with conflicts in our community without pulling out a gun or a knife or any type of object? Again, it's a lot of work, a lot of resources needed, a lot of things that we're going to have to continue to talk about and do, but we're going to play our part to be a part of this. So join us this Sunday at 4 p.m. for our Sunday conversation. It should be great. We got some community folks that know about this work, and I'm excited to have them on. Also, we got two phenomenal gyms that's here, possibly third one. I know one of our gyms is dealing with the Wi-Fi bug. For whatever reason, the Wi-Fi has just been up and down. People are getting kicked off. It is hard to connect. As you all know, Apple has done a major update. They've been doing a security update. There's been a number of security updates across this country because some of the breaches and things that's taking place. And I'll be talking about some of that today as we get started. Again, thank you, community, for all y'all continued prayers for me and my family and to all of the families in our community that's been impacted by violence and different things in our nature, health. I've received so many calls today of folks dealing with so many other things than violence that are taking our community lives. And again, we are just in this tough time right now. I don't know what it is about this September, whatever is going on, but this has been a rough September as community folks have been dealing with tragedy after tragedy, loss after loss, pain after pain. And again, we're going to continue to uplift everybody and keep everybody in our prayers. I don't know what it is. Maybe because the Niners lost, the Raiders lost, the Cowboys lost. Maybe we just had a triple down effect this week of all losses. But I'm trying to bring the energy back because y'all know this is my favorite show of the week because we get to bring positivity to all the negativity that's going on in the community. I love the Hidden Gem show because it's always folks that you might not know that's doing things to impact our community, our businesses that are serving our community. And it's always a great thing when we can support other Black and brown businesses. So I'm happy. Okay, this is my happy show. So I'm going to let all of that go and just enjoy some of this happiness and some of our gems that we have on tonight. But with that being said, we're going to get into a couple of community announcements. Also, more bad news, but I just received breaking news. There was a major earthquake, 4.7 in Santa Rosa right now. So again, the Bay Area is just dealing with it. We got earthquakes happening. We got fires going on. I don't know, y'all. We just got to hold on and pray. A lot of things is happening right now, and we just going to keep our heads up and keep going. But I want to get through these community announcements and some of the events. So y'all be patient with me because Miss Tony voice is on lock tonight. She can't say anything. So I'm going to be doing all of this. So y'all be patient. It is a lot of events. So shout out to our communities. People around the Bay Area are doing a phenomenal job to just make sure that our community are staying involved, getting out of house through all of this violence, through all of the losses, through all of these things. They are still providing services to our community. So I want to say thank you to all the community folks and organizations that continue to impact our community. Shout out to all the phenomenal folks and the Dream Keeper, Dr. Sai, Dr. Davis, the mayor, Shaman, all of the folks that's part of Dream Keeper that just continue to impact our community. And we can't forget Mr. Impact is saying himself, Uncle Stank at Collective Impact, Brittany with Mo Magic and B Magic. Man, we just keep doing the work, and we just always excited to see our leaders of the community that are impacting our community. So thank you all for all the amazing work you do. To my brother Maurice and to my OMI family, Invest Black, to all of my OMI folks. They just keeping our city so lit. It's lit in Frisco right now. Thanks to Maurice Rivers for all the work that he does. Shout out to the SF Rebels, y'all. Hold on, before we go any further, shout out to the FS Rebels. You know, my guy Nate Ford over there is always doing some amazing things to impact our community. I put out a tennis shoe challenge, okay, to the community. I am disappointed in my community, folks. But guess what? The SF Rebels. Nate Ford was the first one to come through. As y'all know, we're working out with our young folks that's locked up in the jail system, and we're doing some rec time and mental health work with them one-on-ones. And I asked y'all in the community with my tennis shoe challenge, the young folks need some basketball shoes to do this program. I've been asking. Only person showed up, Nate Ford, SF Rebels. The brother came through, got us a bunch of shoes for our young folks. So shout out to Nate Ford and to the SF Rebels and to all the community folks that continue to support us. We love you. We ain't gonna put all y'all down, but I love y'all, man. But Nate, shout out to the SF Rebels for all the work that they do to make sure our community have what they need, and our young people especially. So shout out to Nate Ford and the SF Rebels. With that being said, let me get through this because y'all will get tired of me before the end. But Tony's on mute over there, so y'all can't hear nothing else but me. But all right, let's go. Illinois is set to eliminate their cash bail system in 2023. A criminal justice reform law in Illinois will eliminate the state's cash bail system on January 1st, 2023. Under the new law, categories of crimes will no longer be considered detainable in the county jails across the state. Any suspects charged with certain felonies, including second-degree murder, aggravated battery, and arson, will potentially be released without bail. The law aims to release certain criminal offenders without requiring them to wait for jail or for their court date simply because they can't afford bond. Again, shout out to Illinois. It's a great gesture. We'll see how it plays out. It is unfortunate. Sometimes folks make a mistake, go to a bar, get into a fight, get locked up, loses their job, their housing, everything because they can't afford bail. So again, we're moving forward in this country. Equity, we're trying to push forward. We're trying to do the things that we do. And again, Illinois is getting it. We'll see where the rest of the states fall in line. Again, we're not approving the behavior of folks who do things in our communities and our counties, okay? We're not saying that. But we also know sometimes people get wrongfully accused of things or things happen and then they're locked up over a weekend or for 4 or 5 days or months and they can't get out. And they're innocent. So again, we'll see how it plays out for community. We're going to continue to do our part to keep you all up to date on what's going on. But again, January 1st, 2023, no cash bail in the state of Illinois. So that's great to see. Also in the news, the Phoenix Suns and the Mercury owner, Robert Server, suspended by the NBA for 1 year and fined $10 million. Okay. On Tuesday, the NBA announced Robert Server, the owner of both the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, has been suspended for 1 year and fined $10 million after an investigation concluded that he used racial slurs as well as engaged in inequitable conduct toward female employees, plus more within that time as an owner. So again, they taking it serious, y'all. Y'all see what happened to John Gruden? People are starting to take this serious about these businesses, these corporations. So again, the NBA owner and the NBA owner of the Professional Women's Basketball League will be suspended for 1 year and fined $10 million. Accountability. When we talk about accountability, folks are stepping up. Shout out to the NBA. Shout out to the WNBA. You know, we in different times, community. We've been crying about the disparities, the inequities. And again, when we paying females and males, they should be getting paid the same if they're doing the work. But again, some people have different views. We are in 2022, folks. We're headed to 2023. Times are changed. Hopefully, this owner will get the message and make the appropriate changes. And I hope that the NBA and all professional sports continue to push forward. When we talk about equity, inclusion, diversity, we hope they get the message. And maybe this is the start of more of that to come. Also, a Philadelphia rapper was shot in Los Angeles and killed. Philadelphia rapper P.B. Rock has reportedly passed away after yesterday being shot multiple times, according to officials. The rapper was dining with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle when an unidentified shooter attempted to rob him. And then apparently they shot him while trying to do a robbery. Again, more gun violence in our community, no matter who it is, what their profession is. It is impacting the Black and brown community. We're going to have a conversation about this. We as community going to have to do something about this violence in our community. We got to work with our young folks. We got to work with the elders and find out how do we bridge the gap? How do we deal with conflict management so that these type of violent crimes don't continue to plague our community? So looking forward to that. Also, Shirley Ralph wins the Emmys for her role in Abbott Elementary. Shirley Ralph nearly brought the crowd to tears as she accepted her first Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Congratulations to her and to all of the folks that was a part of that. Excited to see, more women getting included, getting recognized for their greatness and the work that they're doing. As y'all know here at both sides of the conversation, we always uplift our queens. We always let them know that they're important, even when they make me mad. Somebody
I knew you couldn't keep it positive. You just couldn't keep it positive.
Today we are bringing positive vibes here at both sides of the conversation. But again, seriously, we love the work and the contribution of the women of our community. A lot of times, our women of the community have done things to tremendously impact our community or be trailblazers politically, all across the board. And we want to uplift and acknowledge that. So shout out to all of the queens that continue to make a difference, continue to ascend, continue to do all of the amazing things that you all do. Not only just be mothers, but just greatness in this corporate world and all the amazing things that y'all do to impact our community. So shout out to all of the phenomenal queens out there. Also, it is time to get into our community events. As I said earlier, there's a lot of community events going on. And we're going to get them out right now. Starting off with Peace Parks. The Peace Parks is presenting the Friday Night Fun every Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hamilton Rec Center in San Francisco, 1600 Gary Boulevard. Please get your young folks out. If you know where Hamilton is, go out there, check it out. They got barbers cutting hair. They playing basketball. They're having conversations. They're doing things in there, trying to stop this violence, working with our young folks. So please get out to the Peace Park. Friday night fun. Go have some fun. Young teenage folks get to connect and meet other teenage folks. Again, a number of community organizations and city departments trying to do something to help our communities out. Also, the Bayview Swim and Splash. This 8-week session is starting this week, September the 12th through the November 4th. The San Francisco Recreation and Parks Department is handling these events and these sessions at the Martin Luther King Jr. Pool at 5701 3rd Street, San Francisco, California, in my hood, my community, D10, Bayview Hunters Point. Again, I love seeing our young folks who are at the pool. They are out there. I was watching them live on Facebook, and some of the community folks were showing some of the videos. It's just nice to see our young people, as they say, when we talk about changing the narrative, that's changing the narrative. We always hear Black folks can't swim. Our Black kids don't like to swim. Those young folks were having fun in the water, and they were learning how to swim to save their own lives. So shout out to all of our youth that's out there. Shout out to all of the amazing organizations that brought the youth to make sure that them and their families get this important safety training, 8 weeks of learning how to swim. So shout out to all of those folks and all of the folks at Park and Rec. Also, groundbreaking event for the new Indian Basin Waterfront Park at 900 Ennis Street, Wednesday, September the 14th, 11 to noon at Hunters Point Boulevard in Hudson. Please get out there, check out what's going on. They're going to be groundbreaking, revealing some of the stuff that's going on our waterfronts. Again, community, our folks in D10 and across the city, get out and enjoy the nice waterfronts, okay? They're making these areas nice. There's going to be kayaks, number of different recreation water activities out there. Get out there and enjoy your community. It is a lot going on in our community. We should be proud. Get out there and be involved. Also, the Educating the Black Child 22 Professional Development Series is happening Wednesday, September 14th, which is tomorrow. For more information, check out the website and information below. That's where you need to go. And we're going to make sure that folks get out there, check out our Black educators, look at what's going on for our young folks as we are continuing to make sure that we properly professional develop our folks that's coming into these classrooms to support our young people. The Bayview Street Talk is happening, okay? This conversation is very important. They are addressing the historical transportation neglect issues that has taken place in the Bayview. That is also happening tomorrow, September the 14th, and also Friday, September the 16th, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. There's going to be some outreach happening at 4622 3rd Street. You have to reserve to be a part of this. It is an invite that is up on our screen there. Please look at the link and go check them out, because this is very important, as you all know, with the changes, the gentrification that has taken place in Bayview. Okay, there is a number of transportation disparities and inequities that need to be addressed when we talk about transportation. And it's not just getting people to and from. It's dealing with the fast cars in our neighborhood, flying through our schools and things of that nature. So it's a whole conversation that we're going to be talking about transportation, and then our elders who live on a hill that don't have access to the bus stops, disabilities, and different things of that nature. We really want to find out how to make sure that our folks in the community has access to get to their services, to the stores, to get their medication, things of that nature. But it's a full conversation. It's an ongoing conversation. So please check it out. Great information. Be involved. Don't sit there and complain. Be involved. Also, the Boogaloo, the Robot Strutting and Rapping Workshop is happening Wednesday, September the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Bayview Opera House, 4705 3rd Street. Please, if you want to be in there, if you like to strut, you like to bust a move, do the things you do, go up in there and learn how to do it properly. Shout out to all of the amazing folks over at the Bayview Opera House, Miss D. Hillman, Miss Ashley Smiley, and all of the folks over there that are continuing to bring programming to our Bayview Opera House in D10. Shout out to y'all for all the amazing work that y'all do over there for community. Also, our back to school Thursday, September the 15th, is taking place from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Leola Harvard Early Education Center. For more information, call 415-252-2500. And yours truly, in both sides of the conversation, we're going to be there because we love our young folks. Shout out to the APAC. Shout out to all of the amazing teachers that are putting this together to make sure our babies get the things that they need and our families are part of this process. So again, come out. There's going to be a lot of amazing folks there, a number of our elected officials, a number of city organizations. Come out and support the people. Be out there. Show some love to our young folks. They need it and they need us. So let's do that, community. Also, the OMI, I told y'all they just lit. We're going to start off with some of the stuff that's going on. Jazz in the Garden, free to the public, September the 18th. That is a Sunday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Free to the community. Y'all talking about y'all got money. You can't afford a date. You can't afford a date. Come on, we got some free events. Take your date. Take her to the Jazz in the Garden. Listen to some jazz music and check out the garden. Maybe you might tap into something different. I don't know. Take your date to Jazz in the Garden. It's a free event. It's going to be at the Brotherhood Mini Park next to 319 Head Street in the OMI. Again, my OMI family keeping it lit. My brother Maurice Rivers, Dahlia, all of the OMI, Miss Mary, all of y'all just doing an amazing job keeping the city lit with events. So shout out to the OMI. Y'all just keep the city lit. Also, celebrate the Glassy Art Festival and Marketplace is happening Sunday, September the 18th, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Crossing at East Cut, 200 Folsom Street in San Francisco. This is a registered event. You have to go on the Eventbrite to get your tickets to be involved. Check it out and see what's going on. Also, so y'all want to hear about Mpox? Y'all want to hear about monkeypox? We just had a phenomenal speaker come on this past Thursday, Dr. Scott, to talk about the MPX monkeypox that's been going around our community. They're going to have a community town hall meeting Tuesday, September the 20th, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This is a virtual and in-person event. If you like to go in person, please go to the Eventbrite link up above and be a part of it. The San Francisco AIDS Foundation, 1035 Market Street, San Francisco, California, 94103. They are going to be hosting this. And shout out to my guy, Terrence. Shout out to all of the folks at DPH that are continuing to make sure that our community is educated and making sure that we understand what's going on with this MPX or monkeypox, whatever you want to call it. Great information. So shout out to San Francisco AIDS Foundation and all those amazing folks that make sure folks in community, when it comes to health, they are there to support. Also, the next event that we're going to be talking about is the Quality of Life Festival and Advocacy Day. Okay, September 22nd and the 24th. This is happening in 2500 Independence Ave in Washington, D.C. For more information on that event, please go to www.standingforequity.org. Check them out. Some phenomenal brothers. They're trying to get me to go. My schedule is tight, but shout out to those brothers for continuing to fight for equity and doing the things that they need for community. And we'll be jumping on a call shortly to speak with them. So shout out to those brothers out there and the work that they're doing. Also, the 9th annual KMJ Sickle Cell Warrior Walk. Okay, this is very important, community. Okay, I am big on sickle cell. This disease has impacted our community tremendously. Okay, tremendously. A lot of Black and brown folks are being impacted by sickle cell. So please come out Saturday, September the 24th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Bayview Opera House, 4705 3rd Street. For more information, please contact the website out there on the end. But please show up. Sickle cell is really impacting the Black folk in our community. And we want to make sure that we fight this. And what a way to do it, to stand together in solidarity with community. Also, back to the OMI, the roller skate party is happening Saturday, September the 24th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Y'all get out there, get your skates, okay? Roll around and chill and have a good time. They're going to be on Capitol and absorb it. San Francisco, call Maurice Rivers if you like to be a part of it, okay? Maurice Rivers is lit. I'm going to just tell y'all right now. Maurice Rivers is going to be mad at me because I'm not going to be able to make it to this event. And I told him I was, but unfortunately, I'm going to be dealing with services. So, Maurice, my apologies, my brother. I know you're going to beat me up. I was supposed to be there, but I can't make it on that day. But community, you could be there. Some folks from my team is going to be there. You're going to see some of the amazing both sides of the conversation skaters. They're going to be out there taking some videos and checking out what's going on. So even though y'all not going to see me, our team will be out there supporting this event. Also, the Taste of Excelsior Family Fun, Local Food, Music, and Art is happening Saturday, September the 24th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is on Ortega and 201 Ocean between India Avenue. This is in the OMI. This is going to be a great event as well. Again, get out there. For all y'all folks, this is a public event. It's free to go. You might have to spend a few dollars to get some wine or something like that. But again, for all you lovebirds out there looking for a date, something to do, take them out to the Taste of Excelsior. Taste some of the wine, some of the food, some of the great Latin food, couple of dollars, great event, might get your girlfriend of your life. Do something different, all right? Don't always go to dinner. With that being said, the next event is the International Shift. This is happening. This is a free interactive site specific to performance and art. This is happening September the 24th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. There's an Eventbrite link that you have to register and sign up for. As you guys see, it's a lot of events going on. There's no excuse. Get out the house. Go do something. All right. Harlem of the West. The San Francisco Fillmore Jazz area is happening. They're going to be replicating what happened in the 1940s and the 50s in the Fillmore. This photography exhibit is happening Saturday, September the 24th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And they're going to have some special jazz guests. So again, another event that you could take your lovely date to. Let's go listen to some jazz. Let's go look at the Fillmore, Harlem of the West. There's plenty of things to do. Shout out to my folks in the Fillmore that's continuing to uplift the work and the things that's going on in the Fillmore as well. The PCN and PCN presents the Blue Ribbon Car Show. That is also taking place Saturday, September the 24th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 727 Nelson Rising Lane in San Francisco. If you would like to go to that event, please go register at that car show and that Eventbrite information up there. Again, another free event. You could take your lady to, hey, sweetie, you want to go look at some nice cars? You want to go look at some old schools? Let's go check out some of these cars. Free of rent, no cost. There you go. There's a date. I'm giving y'all a game, okay? That's a free date right there. All right. Also, the high school test prep class is starting. It's open to all 7th and 8th graders in San Francisco. Okay, you will be prepared to take the placement test for the HSPT exam. Classes start in October. For more information, reach out to my brother, SF Rebels, my guy, Nate Ford. Okay, and that's SF Rebels 1990 at Gmail. We'll get that flyer and information out to the community as well. Again, all of our young folks, okay, 7th and 8th graders, families that's listening, please get your young folks involved so when they get in high school, they get this information. They can have an easy transition into our local or outward colleges or any of our HBCUs. So please do that. Also, the last event, and I know y'all tired of hearing me. They're like, John Henry, shut up. You just talk too much. Okay, the San Francisco Smart Money Coaching. We are talking about money. We got a phenomenal brother here tonight. He's going to be talking about some money as well. Again, if you want to go to a free confidential financial guidance class for anyone living and working and receiving services in San Francisco, you have to schedule an appointment. Call 877-256-0073. As you all know, inflation is going up. Money is getting tight. Discretionary funds. I just went to the gas station. I thought gas was going down. Gas went back up. It's like $6.30. Okay. So again, talk about your finances. This is a great coaching class to learn about financials. And then we got a phenomenal gym tonight that's going to talk about some of that as well. Also, for our both sides of the conversation announcements, we are still looking for volunteers. We need some help, y'all, okay? So please, if you have a skill set that you think you're dope and you're really good at, and you want to give back to the community, please go to our website, okay? Sign up under our volunteers or come be part of the squad. Put your information in, and we see if we can put you to work and help your community, because everybody talk about they want to give back to the community. I got skills, John. I don't know how to volunteer. I don't know how to connect with people. Hey, reach out to both sides of the conversation. We got a spot for you. We can put your skills to use somewhere within our organization and help impact our community. Please reach out to us, and we're looking for our community folks to come support us. Also, if you would like to support us financially, maybe you're like, I don't want to use my skill set, John. I want to use that big bag I got to help support both sides of the conversation. You could do that too. Okay, you can go to Amazon Smile and choose both sides of the conversation as one of your charitable organizations. Okay, and you could just say, hey, every time I shop on Amazon, no extra cost to you. You can say, hey, yo, Amazon, I chose both sides of the conversation. Okay, every time I spend money, because I know y'all ladies y'all just love going on Amazon. Okay, y'all spend thousands and thousands of dollars a month. No extra cost to you. But every time you spend on Amazon Smile, both sides of the conversation will be getting a 0.5% donation from them from off the sales that you make. And that's another way you could give back to help support us. Or you can go to our website, click donate, hit us on any one of our platforms if you would like to donate, PayPal, Cash App, whatever you want to do to support us. We need all the support. We're small, we're mighty, we're growing. We love y'all community. Keep supporting us here at both sides of the conversation. Also, For all the community folks who are new watching tonight, and maybe you don't know about both sides of the conversation. Maybe this is your first show watching and you want to find out, how do I connect with y'all? Please go to all of our social media handles at Both Sides of the Conversation. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, okay? We're on LinkedIn. You can find us. Just type in Both Sides of the Conversation. We're going to pop up, I promise you. Check us out, see the work that we're doing, and also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out all of our live events when things are going on when we're in the community, like this Thursday at the school with the kids with our 360 booth taking pictures, our photographers out there, everybody coming up having fun. You can see that live as we're going to be on for that event. So check us out. All right, subscribe. So for our upcoming shows this Thursday, again, we are talking about financial stuff. This Thursday, we got another educational presentation. They're going to be talking about life insurance. As you all know, this is Life Insurance Awareness Month. As y'all heard me in the start of the hour, there's so much violence happening in our community. We are losing our loved ones from a number of causes. You got to have life insurance. So if you don't have it, you want to know about life insurance, tune in this Thursday at 6 p.m. and you're going to hear about life insurance on this platform. So again, it's free education, free game coming from both sides of the conversation. Also, this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay, we will be talking about violence. Okay, we got some phenomenal guests that's going to come on. We're talking about how do we prevent this violence. We're going to try to come up with solutions. We're going to deal with it all. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be painful. It's going to be hurtful, but it's going to be real because I'm going to tell y'all right now, we ain't getting on here with no BS. We're going to call out the issues. We're going to call out the problems. And we just go do what we always do here at Both Sides of the Conversation. We're going to hold folks accountable for the things that happen in our community. So, with that being said, we got to the end, y'all. Enough of me. Y'all have heard enough of me, okay? We're going to go ahead and bring up our first hidden gem tonight. This brother, we're going to do the sister first. We'll do the sister first. Oh, she been waiting patiently. We're going to bring the sister first. Miss Nicolette, she is coming on. She is doing some phenomenal things in our community, y'all. She has her own business. She does all type of things, and she's about to tell y'all all amazing things that she's doing. And again, smoking links, y'all. Y'all better go get some of the smoking links. So with that being said, we're going to bring up Miss Nicolette to Both Sides of the Conversation. Good evening, Queen.
Hi, you guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the community. Tell them all the wonderful things you're doing. Tell them about your business, and we'll ask you a few questions afterwards.
Okay, for sure. Well, to start, my name is Nicolette. I am 27, and I reside in Sacramento, California. My business is called Smoke and Link LLC. Excuse me, sorry. I have the Facebook Live on. It's distracting. My business is named Smoke and Link LLC. I started it last year. In fact, I think today marks 11 months. 11 months that I've been in business. So I started it last year, right before my son was born. Basically, what Smoke and Link is all about is I just create homemade sausage. I do all types of sausage. The various flavors, various meats, and I just sell them at farmers markets. And, that's really all I have to say about it. We're doing well. I won't say we're doing well. We're doing okay on it. And, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it.
All right. Well, let's talk about this smoking links. I need to know about links. I love links.
My mouth is watering already. I'm like, with some barbecue sauce and some mustard. Where it is? Where's the samples? Where's the samples?
Oh, we do free samples. We do them at all of our markets and all the festivals, too.
And do you cater events? Can people get their events catered by you?
We cater. To an extent, we cater, I will say. Obviously, when we do cater, we give a good discount on them. But,
where did this business come from? What made you want to create a business like this? This is lit.
Okay, so funny story. So I used to be a manager for a really big retail company. I won't say their name, but I was doing that for a long time, and then things just kind of took a toll for the worse. I ended up losing my best friend, my grandmother back in 2020, she had a really fast battle of cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, and I ended up losing her. And then on the same time, kind of around the same timeline, a couple months later, I ended up pregnant. So I told myself, it would just be really cool if I could find a job that I could involve my kids in. Because even working in my old job, I never got to spend time with my first child because, I was just always at work. And I've always thought this, I just always wanted something where I could just incorporate them. And so my boyfriend was like, hey, well, why don't we start a business? And so that's kind of where I'm at with that. I thought it was a great idea. As soon as my son was born, I ended up leaving my job and we just started a business and we just went with it. It was really, really scary, I'll tell you that, because, my job, I was very stable. I was one of the OGs there. So, I just had a very safe income, safe environment, and I decided to just throw it away in a sense and do something else, do something I'm not used to. I've never had my own business. I mean, yeah, working for a retail thing, that is a business. You're, doing all the business logistics, but now I'm doing something that's mine and, something where I'm in charge and, it's whatever I say goes. And, to some that may be great, but it's also really scary at the same time. You know what I mean?
I really appreciate you being honest and saying how scary it is, because people get on here and be like, I got my business and it's thriving and this and this and this. And, that's how we do on both sides of the conversation. We keep it real, and you being authentic and saying it's scary because it is scary, but you ascended and you are successful. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I'm keeping it real because, again, I left something that was so stable. Like I had a very good income. I'm not gonna lie, for something that I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with next month, next year, even next week.
Wow.
You just never know.
Very powerful stuff. But I got to get back to the food because I'm a foodie. Now, what do you have for people like me that don't eat beef and pork? Because that's the thing. There's links. I'm like, there's not enough places that sell chicken apple sausages. There's not enough people that do turkey sausages. So do you guys provide that stuff? Or what about the folks that, don't eat beef or pork? Do you guys have menus and things for that?
We do. We do chicken sausage. In fact, now that the fall is coming, because I told you earlier the weather changed and it was like 80s this week. And here where I'm at, the weather just changes all of a sudden. It goes from super hot to super cold. But anyway, now that the weather's changing, we are going to start doing our chicken apple sausage again. And that's one of our popular ones in the fall. And we, I'm telling my secrets, but we happen to get our apple products from Apple Hill. And we put that in our sausage.
Wow.
And I will tell you that in all of our sausage, we try to do a lot of farm to fork type of thing because, I'm from Sacramento and it's the farm to fork capital. So a lot of our ingredients actually come from the farmers markets. And even when we're out at farmers markets, like say we run out of one of our ingredients happens to be potatoes. Like say if we run out or we run out of onions, we'll just go over to one of the vegetable stands and go pick up some onions and then we cook them and, we use that. Because, you just locally grown, locally sourced, where it's coming from and,
Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, do you guys hand do them like boudins? Do y'all package them or you get them? Oh, y'all, so it's everything handmade. Wow. Okay, I definitely got to get up there. I got to get up there and get some of those sausages. I mean, it's football season.
And we are going to do boudin again soon, too.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
All the followers that like boudin, follow me. Follow my Instagram because we do a lot of boudin. That's big in the Black community. And not a lot of people do it. You can't find it anywhere.
No, definitely. It's hard to get it. And what a great time for you coming on tonight because community. I need y'all, all my Sacramento folks. We got a large following in Sacramento. I got some new folks that's coming home from Sacramento. Listen, Get out there. It's football season. What a way to enjoy watching the Cowboys lose and the Raiders lose by getting a nice getting a nice chicken apple leak. Come on. You can't beat it. The best.
I don't know about him. I'll take a beef. Like I take the beef and I'll do the pork every now and then, but I'll take a beef right now. That'd probably be good in some with some rice and some shrimp and some chicken mixed together.
So I don't know if you like spice, but
I love spice.
Our best link right now is our smoked brisket hot link.
Ooh,
that's
not
kind of
the
our
smoked
signature
brisket.
thing.
Yes, I'm from Oklahoma, so I like it all. Okay. That's the real barbecue stuff right there. See, she knows what she's talking about. You got to go to Sacramento community, go to the country, not to the city, because I've been in California for 16 years and I still ain't had no good barbecue. So this woman right here knows what she's talking about. We gonna come check you out for sure.
So one of the questions that I have is, for the community, what are your hours of operation? Are y'all a weekend business? Are you doing stuff? Do you have like happy hours? Like tell them about your hours, let community know.
Okay. Right now we are all over the place. We tend to get in whatever we can get into. But I will say right now on Wednesdays, not for too much longer because I think it's going to end soon, we are in downtown Sacramento out at Capitol Mall for their farmers market is from 10 to 1 on Wednesdays. On Thursdays in the daytime, we are at Cesar Chavez Park, that's downtown, from 10 to 1:30. And then every other Thursday, we are actually at District 56 out in Elk Grove, California, not too far from downtown Sac. And we're out there usually from 5 to 9. And then...
No, go ahead. I was going to say, I need to know where you at on Sundays. I'm coming to watch the game. I need some on a Sunday. Where do I go on Sunday? Where do I go on Sunday?
Where did he go to see the Niners lose so he can have a link or something?
The Niners lose. You'd have to call me because we don't really have anything on the weekends just yet. On occasion, we'll have some, weekend festivals that we're going to. Like right now, the next big festival we have is going to be the Multicultural Festival. It's October 29th, I think. And it's down at Capitol Mall. It's supposed to be a really big one.
So can people put orders in, have it delivered to them? Do y'all have that type of service?
We haven't, yes and no. Yes, we deliver, but we haven't really delivered, we haven't really put it in a box and shipped it, if that's what you're asking. One time we actually had somebody order from us, and they were from the Bay Area too, and they were supposed to meet us. We drove all the way out there, and this person did not respond. So it was kind of a botched, almost 200-mile mission both ways, just for them to call the next day or a couple days later and be like, oh, well, you can still bring it. And we're like, nah, I'm not driving that far again if you're going to.
So I'm coming to Sacramento. So I'm telling you now, I'm coming. We'll set something up. Both sides of the conversation, we about our word, okay? I'm going to come get a case of links. I want some chicken apple, anything that's not beef and pork, okay? Just for me. And I'm going to freeze them, stuff them, and use them all football season. Every time I watch my Niners win, I'm going to have me some smoking links, okay? I'm going to have smoking links. I got a new smoker, too, that I ain't used, so I can smoke some of those in my smoker, okay?
Oh, there you go. Yep, there you go. Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you. I don't want to hold up too much time. I know you got things going on. We're going to continue to share your information out, and I'm going to try to contact some of our folks that we have up in the Sacramento area when y'all downtown, that we could get them to come over and support you. We're going to support you here at both sides of the conversation because that's what we do. And maybe if Tony is nice and her Cowboys lose, I might bring her.
Anyway, so do you want to tell us about the Calling All the Dreamers before you get off the line, Nicolette?
Oh, yeah,
there
definitely.
was some competition that you told us about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the kind of the group that I go through is another nonprofit that does all these farmers markets. It's called the Downtown Sacramento Partnership. Shout out to them. Those guys are awesome. They do this scholarship grant thing every single year. It's called Calling All Dreamers. And, basically what it is they allow one business, they give them like a scholarship dream thing. You get to open a storefront, they give you a great deal of money, whatever you need to basically start your own storefront and own business. I can't remember who won last year, but the year prior it was Nash and Proper. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Oh my God, if you come to Sacramento, those guys are amazing. Like, they have chicken sandwiches that are to die for. Shout out to Nash and Proper too. They're amazing. You guys have to try it out if you guys come down here. But yeah, so it's a really long year process. There's like 10 of us right now that are involved in it right now. And then, when the public gets to vote, which is not until December, it drops to like 5 people. And, nobody's really going to know the winner until like May of next year. That's how long this is. You go through a various boot camp training and a whole bunch of orientation meetings and stuff like that, because they want you to be business ready if you happen to win. So that's what Calling All Dreamers is. It's a big thing, and I happen to be one of the semifinalists. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited for everybody else that's in there too.
Wow,
I hope everybody gets a good chance.
Wow, that's very powerful. And again, community, it's in December. Get ready to vote. We're going to bring her back on here. We're going to go support her so she can come back and tell y'all, yeah, both sides of the conversation, they came spend, broke bread with us and made sure they picked up some links. But again, in December, when this Calling All Dreamers go out, we want our communities to get behind her and vote. And if you get a chance, you're in the Sacramento area, hit her on her Instagram, find out where she's at, stop by, pull up and get some links, because that's what we about here. We about uplifting our people. This Hidden Gem Show is about our Black businesses, our small businesses. How do we as community support them? This is another opportunity. So for all of our Sacramento folks out there, tap in. Y'all see the Instagram up on the screen. They're going to Instagram. Check her out, Smoking Links LLC. Go to her Instagram, follow her, like, DM her, say, hey, I'm in Sacramento. Where y'all at? I'm going to come pick up some links. Also, go to her Facebook. Go to her Facebook, Smoking Links, message her, say, hey, where y'all at today? We want to pull up and support you. Community. This is how we build community. Let's support our small businesses. Let's continue to keep our dollars within our community. And this is how we do it. Support businesses like Smoking Links.
Yes, not to cut you off, but I was going to say, aside from selling links, I'm really big in the homeless population as well. Because when we go to these farmers markets, I don't know if you guys know a lot about Sac, but it has a huge homeless population. And in fact, one of our farmers markets that we go to at Cesar Chavez Park, they're everywhere. And, we really strive to just make sure that everybody eats. So I'm also trying to start a nonprofit as well at some point, where I want to target not only the homeless population, but I want to target like our veteran population, because my boyfriend, who happens to be a veteran, he's big on feeding people, but he's really big on the veteran aspect of it. All of the ones that were in active duty, because there's a lot of veterans that are homeless too, and we really take pride in just making sure that everybody eats.
Man, definitely proud of you. Definitely, Sacramento is dealing with, like every major city across this country, our unhoused population is growing, our mental health population is growing, as well as our veteran population is growing. So tell your dude when you see him, salute to him, and for committing and doing his service for community. We always uplift and support our veterans here at both sides of the conversation. I know we're getting close to Veteran Month. Would love to have him come on and talk about our Veteran Day conversation that we're going to be having. So again, definitely thank you for the work. I know down there on J Street, I went up there and done homeless feeds all along the freeway off of there. It is a nightmare. The unhoused population is growing. They need support. It is real. We are dealing with it in all of our major cities and even some of our rural cities. So do your part. Thank you, Queen, for the work that you all are doing with your business and making sure that you give back. And definitely we want to see you back in December when we get ready for Calling All Dreamers, so we can make sure you become the first place winner. So thank you again for being here tonight. We appreciate you tapping in, and we'll be reaching out to you soon. Don't worry, both sides of the conversation. We'll be pulling up on you to come get some of them links, and make sure you have the nice chicken apple sausages ready. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I'll have them ready. And I'll have your hot links ready.
We appreciate you. Keep doing your thing, Queen.
Thank you so much, you guys, for having me.
All right. Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. All right, community. As you all seen, another Black woman business, another business, okay, that is impacting our community. We have to continue to support, okay? This Hidden Gem Show is about uplifting our small businesses, supporting our Black and brown businesses, supporting those women-owned businesses, supporting those small businesses. That's what this show is about, so we can bring our small businesses on here and let the community know this is where I'm at. Want y'all come holler at me. Tap in. Spend a few bands with me. Come on, y'all. Let's do our part. We're going to do our part here at both sides of the conversation and make sure them Black dollars go into Black businesses' pockets. So, with that being said, okay, the guy is here. Okay, this phenomenal brother. See, for all y'all sisters out there that be like, where's the Black man at in the community that is doing something? This king that we're about to bring up, and I hope his internet is working. He was having some struggles early, okay? But the hour is getting late. People are going to sleep. So hopefully his Wi-Fi is good. Okay. This brother is doing so many things. He's a speaker, an author, a financial coach, a realtor, an organizer. He has a nonprofit. This brother's doing some amazing things. He sounds like me. I think he's another Jamaican man. I don't know. But we'll find out with this brother, Daryl Mccarthy. We're going to bring him up to the screen. Community, a real hidden gem. Check out the amazing work he's doing. Brother Daryl. You are here on both sides of the conversation, King. Come holler at the people. Tell them who you are, what you doing, brother.
So my name is Daryl McCullough. I'm from Stockton, California. Essentially, I help people with credit. I'm a speaker. I have a 45-minute workshop, and I have one long keynote that I go into schools, churches, organizations, nonprofit, for-profit, and what we do is we talk about helping, people get to the next level, right? And I was talking to you, and I was talking to you about the idea that I've been fortunate to be on both sides of the spectrum, right? Being addicted to drugs, out there gang banging, doing some of the just part of the culture that I adopt in California. It wasn't like, do you gangbang or do you not gangbang? It's more like, is it north side or are you born on the south side? If you south side, if you north side, you got the blue rag. That's what it was, So I do a lot of the things that I always knew I could do now. Because back in the day, I didn't think I could do any of that stuff. So that's what I do. So I do a lot of that stuff. But here recently, I'm launching a business called startasoberliving.com. And what it does is it helps real estate agents be able to 10x the money they make on their vacant properties, right? It helps those people to be able to 10x what they would make on their regular rentals. So for instance, the first sober living I started, I got approved for 20 beds. I got a contract for $1,700 per bed. That was $34,000 per month, right? It goes crazy once you really start doing those numbers. And then I got one house, then I got another house, then I got 3 houses, right? It took me to a place in life where I no longer needed a job anymore. So I do speak. I do like come to the East Coast. I was just speaking at Time Done with credit here. Now I'm out here in Florida. Like, you are in Florida, you're speaking. Nah, man, I'm just getting away. Then I'm going to go to Atlanta. Then I'm going to go over to Washington, D.C. But here's the hit. I bought my time back. So like, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to set people free. This is like I think the job is a new slavery in American society. America makes sense if you're an entrepreneur, but if you're the worker, you're on the wrong side of the field. You're on the wrong side of the table, right? So my job is to help you build the table if they won't invite you to theirs. I'm helping people build their own table. I don't know what else you want from me. I don't know what else you want, man. I don't know. I don't know
Listen,
what you
brother.
want.
Listen, brother.
I
Listen.
don't know what you want.
We gonna have a real good one here, and hopefully your
I
Wi-Fi
don't know
stays
what you
stable.
want.
But it's very powerful, what you're talking about, and I think this is why it is important that you are here tonight. And I hope your Wi-Fi stays stable for this, because we are at a pivotal point in the Black community. Okay, we need
Yes.
leadership. We need men in the
Yes.
community who have made those mistakes, who have went through the
Yes.
struggles, and who are man enough to be vulnerable to come out and talk to the community and say, hey, I was that guy. I did make those mistakes. Look at me now. Young people,
Look at me
this is
now.
what you can do now. You get what I'm saying? This is why we need you, King. You get what I'm saying? And we need other kings in our community that went through that challenge, been in the hood, did the things that wasn't right. But in the
But we
faith of
need
our
you.
ancestors,
Look at
God,
what
we
you're
can do
doing for
some
us.
amazing
Look
things,
at what
brother.
you're doing. You're
Man, come on.
doing this is amazing. You've created this platform. I'm so proud of what y'all doing here. Both sides of the conversation is so important, man. You on fire right now, and I'm looking at you study your craft, man. You're on fire right now. All you guys, man, I appreciate you guys even thinking about somebody like me, because people like me go unnoticed, right? They go unnoticed, and what they do, they don't blow people like me up. They blow people like someone just killed two people, and now they got it on 209 Times, and they got it in its own Fox 2 News in the Bay Area and Fox 4 News out here. And so it's time for us to highlight our hidden gems. That's what it's time for. It's time for that now. It's all the other stuff is ridiculous. And that's what's going on. And we had a whole generation that came out in the 60s and 70s babies. They just didn't have the access to the information, the platforms, and the technology that we have now. Enough is enough. Enough's enough.
That's why you here, King.
Taking back our narrative. And you are leading the way. We're taking back our narrative. We're rewriting our.
Hey, that's why you here. That's why you here. This is why this segment is so important to me. These are the hidden gems. These are the people that are making the impact in our community. That's our job.
Mm-hmm.
We're telling the story of our people. When we talk about changing the narrative from our voices, brother, you that change, you that narrative shift that we talking about. You are the hope for our young people, for the young folks that's out there that's watching, for the families who think Black men are falling off and we're not validated. We're not doing it. Hey, brother, check this out. Come on over here, both sides of the conversation, man. We're going to blow you up. I don't care about the people that started at the top. I want to talk about the people that been in the trenches, in the mud,
but I want to, but
you
this
know
is a bigger thing. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, but look at it, right? We're what it means to be American. From the bootstraps. From bootstraps. Not given anything, no privilege, no nothing. The people that built this country built it from the ground up. It's time for us to build our culture from the ground up. You hear what I'm saying? Like, we need to go ahead and we have to connect. The hallmark of any successful movement or culture, they connect. They build platforms, and that's what you're doing right now. So that's why it's an honor to be on both sides of the conversation.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let you get away with pulling us up from the bootstrap. That just sounds like some white slave messaging. We're gonna say from the block to the boardroom. We're gonna say from the block to the boardroom. We went from the block to the boardroom because that's what we at. We in the boardroom.
There it is. You can do that
we knocking on doors. We talking to people that we ain't supposed to be talking to.
No, absolutely.
That's what we talking about.
Hey, we can say from Yale to jail. We can say from whatever. But the idea is, what's happening is we're moving the needle now, right? And we're moving it in a vital place, which is the West Coast, right? Because no matter what you say, the West Coast is behind the South. It's behind the East Coast for sure, right? And in viable cities like Chicago, we're behind because our image was built on gang banging, right? And on violence and hanging out of cars doing drive-bys in the 80s. So there's like, we have to keep this masculine image up of violence that isn't helping us, and every other side of this country has moved on. What do you think about that? I'm gonna ask you that.
I think you hit it right on the nail that happened. I mean, I talk about this all the time. Messaging, imaging is everything. And I think we've done a disservice in the West Coast and across this country in the Black communities with our communication, our messaging, and we know that the folks that's against us is behind putting this propaganda in our community, and you hit it right there. And that's what we need to be at, right? But now this is where both sides of the conversation, other community organizations, the stuff you're doing, sober but living, start sober living, right? This is how we change that message and that imaging, right? We got to get more brothers like you to tell folks, stop smoking weed, stop drinking, stop doing this, live a sober life, right? We got both sides of the conversation talking about, let's work together, lift the people up, let's keep moving forward. We can do this, right? I always say, this is one thing that I always say, right? Leadership. There's a million different ways people call leadership. My thing with leadership is this. A leader is somebody that demonstrates what's possible, okay? That's what I believe leadership is. What you are doing, you are demonstrating what's possible.
I don't know if I'm a leader. I don't know if I'm a leader.
You're a leader. You're a leader. You're a leader. You're a leader.
No.
I gotta stop you there, King. No. You are a leader.
This is what I think.
Let him say what he gotta say. Wait, let us hear the brother. Come on.
I completely believe that I'm a socialpreneur, right? I'm someone that is a businessman, but the businesses that I start, they have to help the community. And if they don't help the community, if they don't our culture, it doesn't make sense for me. I just don't believe in that. See what I'm saying? So the idea is, the byproduct of that is you're looked upon as a leader, right? And the idea is, it's a lot of us here that, because the idea is it means that I have to be perfect, because we live in a world of cancel culture where if you make a mistake, all of a sudden now you're no good anymore. And that's the thing we have to kill in our community, right? We got to kill that. The idea is if you make a mistake, guess what? Get out with the rest of us humans now. Still need you to lead. We still need you to go ahead and push the needle. Right? If you that's outside of what the norm is, I'm here to judge you. I'm here to say, man, yeah, I did it too. Guess what? Let's keep moving. Let's keep rocking. That's what we need right now. That's what we need right now, man.
So, brother.
So anyway, go ahead.
So, brother, this is both sides of the conversation. So respectfully, I'm going to push back respectfully. You are a leader.
Good.
Okay, we got to stop thinking that leadership is about being perfect. That's not leadership.
Exactly.
People make mistakes in leadership roles, but when you can demonstrate what's possible, right? Because there's a lot of brothers who go through prison that never get out of that life. There's brothers who get on addiction and never get out of that life. Okay. Right. Leadership is demonstrating what's possible. You are a demonstration of what's possible. You could go through some things and you can still come out and move forward. That's leadership. Okay. In leadership, yes, there's things that are not perfect. We make mistakes for humans. That's not my definition of leadership. My definition of that leadership is being able to demonstrate to the people around you, your community, your family, your loved ones. I've been through some things. I've done some things that ain't right. But look what I can do now. That's demonstrating what's possible. You're doing that. So I'll give it to you. You don't have to receive it. But I'm going to give it to you, King. We got to uplift our King. You are a leader, a pillar of our community. I'm going to keep uplifting you, brother. I'm going to keep uplifting you.
You know what? And then I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to do it for everybody on here. So the idea, I want to talk a little bit about credit, if it's okay. So the idea is I started California's Credit Hero out of desperation. California Credit Hero is a financial consulting firm that I started, and I started it because I was working at a job where I could barely put $5 on pump 4, and I'm talking about gas in my car, right? So I started up this business, and what ends up happening at the end of the day is I started to help a ton of people in the realm of credit and finance. That wasn't, I wanted to help people. I wanted to make money, but somewhere in all of that, I found out that finances they're the thing that take us to the next level. So I didn't stop at credit. I went and I got a realtor's license. I didn't stop at a realtor's license or a real estate license. I went and got a mortgage loan originator's license, right? And all three of them allow me to empower anybody, because everybody wants a house, but they don't realize they need a loan. That's the ticket. If you can't qualify for a loan, you're not going to get the house. So part of this is about helping people to be able to achieve their goals through financial empowerment, right? Then I thought to myself, I live in Stockton, and you can go 20 minutes towards Modesto, 30 minutes towards Sacramento, and an hour towards the Bay Area, and they all make more money than us. And I thought that the people in Sacramento, our houses are about the same. The ones in Modesto, our houses actually are more expensive, and in some parts of the Bay Area, they're the same. So the idea is most of where I come from, the Black and brown people in my neighborhood, they'll never be able to get houses, even though our houses is cheaper in most cases, right? And it's because they don't make enough money. Enters startasoberliving.com. See, you really, because we started fast, but I want to go back to what I said. I said I started with a single family house, a 7-bedroom. I was able to get approved for 20 beds at $1,700 a piece. And when you do that math, right, it comes out to $34,000 per month. I never touched no money like that, ever. I didn't even know nobody that had touched any money like that. So when I started making that type of money, I started messing up. What? You can't give somebody that ain't never had that type of money, and then they not mess up, right? So what I had to realize is this right here. First of all, I didn't need a job anymore. And people don't realize you grow when you move into new problems. And when you move into new problems, like, hey man, I don't even need a job no more. Like, what am I? Well, I guess rich people, they go buy Mercedes and stuff. So I went and bought a big old Mercedes, right? Well, rich people, they go and traveling all over because I don't gotta work, right? But here's the hit. There was something in me that says I needed to give back what I've been given, right? I'm not going, you know what I mean? I was able through this, I don't want to give the number, but this is American Express. I showed that the thing. This is $50,000. I ain't never touched $50,000 on a credit card. And they won't give you that for your personal, but if you start a business, they will give you that. That's interesting. Building up your business credit, EIN, 50,000 from a guy off Kelly Drive, Hammer Lane, huh? Crib? Come on,
brother.
On the left side, you got to keep it on the left side. Come on, man. So the bottom line is what I want to say. It doesn't matter. Credit is good, but we got to make enough money to make them respect us. You hear me? And I don't want to cuss on your show, but we got to get fuck you money. You hear what I'm saying?
This is both sides of the conversation. Keep it real, man. Come on, man. Come on. This is real.
I'm not in this. I love what Kanye West said. He said, you think I'm in here to push a RAV4? No, I want fuck you money. I'm serious as a heart attack. And I don't want everybody to like me. I want the right people to like me and come to me and say, you know what? I like that person right there. He's not playing around. I'm not. I spoke. She seen me. I spoke. And then I booked the flight. And I said, I'm going on the West Coast right now. It's a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia. That's the only reason why I'm here. People say, why does that matter? It matters because I'm navigating my life. That's the difference. That's what they do. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help as many people as I can, because I don't have to go back, because all my businesses are automated. I got people running my businesses. I was going to go to the keys. Don't stay where they put us. That's the message for anybody that is listening to this. Don't stay where they put us. I'm on South Beach today, right? And there's somebody, she's black, she talked to me, and then she had the accent. I said, "You from London?" She said, "Yeah, I'm from London." And she said, "A lot of you guys don't travel." And she's referring to the United States African American, because how they look at us is different. So I said, "Hey, check this out." I said, "Man, they really scattered us, right? Talking about slavery." She said, "Oh no." She said, "Oh no. We moved by choice to the UK." I said, "Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry," right? So don't you for one moment think they don't think about us in a different light. Y'all slaves. Y'all not us, right? You guys come from slaves. You don't know your history. So it's time for us to rewrite our history. Everybody in the boat with us, y'all. They not in the boat with us, not everybody. They acted, but check this out. We the most mimicked. The African American is the most mimicked and the most hated and the most put down person on the planet. The African American. They treat us like, when they want to treat us like dogs, they treat us like dogs, but they sure to make sure to, mimic our style. And man, we gave them an image. We gave them something to mimic. Come on, man. We're the best thing since sliced bread, man. The wheat. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I mean it. So that's what we need to do, man. That's what we got to keep. So we got to start rebuilding our narrative, right? Because at the end of the day, they're going to always treat us like that. We got to treat ourselves better. We got to start treating ourselves and realize they ain't our friends. Man, I'm in Miami. You got a lot of people that look black, but they ain't from where we come from. And they know. And we really hide. Oh, yeah. Nah, man. Step into your greatness. Step into your greatness. Keep doing what you're doing. Both sides of the conversation is amazing. This is what we need to let them know. You ain't going to dog us out no more. You ain't going to just treat us like, stay away from us, man. If you ain't against us, that's it. And I don't care what nobody say. People are, "Oh, man, you tripping." I don't care. I don't care. My people, right? The people that have been where we've been, that suffered like we suffered, with the trauma that we suffered. That's so violent, man. Yeah, we've been through a lot of violent shit. You would be too if you survive what we fought, right? So, but I'm not saying that we need to stay there, because it's not going to benefit us no more. What we need to do is get economically empowered. And we start with basics like credit, like what we did at the Time Done thing. We're just going to talk about credit, right? And I'm going to do it in not a boring way. I'm going to be Daryl. I'm going to do it in a very inviting and exciting way. But then we need to get them to a point to where we look at business and business automation. Because millions are made through, I'm going to tell you this too. You guys ready for this? I wish I had some pens. This is what I want you to say. This is what I want you to know. I learned this. This changed everything for me. I swear. Jim Rohn said this. He said that California is an ocean of money. The only way to get that money is, first you got to start a business. If you start a small business, you go to the ocean and you get a spoonful, and then you put it in your bank account. If you start a bigger business where you charge maybe $300 or $500, now you can get a cup. When you start big businesses that charge $25,000, now you have a bucket, and you're getting buckets of money. So the biggest thing we have to learn how to do is charge what we're worth. And this is what I learned. The experience is your gold mine. You just started both sides of the conversation. You go ahead and you say, "Hey, I know how to be able to help you start a podcast." If you're a businessman, these are the benefits of starting it. I'm going to charge you $5,000 to be able to do this. See what I'm saying? The idea is it's our experience is the gold mine. That's the reason why I do credit. I didn't even fix my own credit. I started working on my own credit. As a result of that, I got good at understanding credit, and I started up a credit repair business. I started up a sober living, right? And the next thing you know, I started up a sober living, and then I said, you know what? I can charge $25,000 to teach real estate investors, right? How to be able to go ahead and start up their own sober livings and make money. So the other thing I always tell you, I want to tell people this right here. Stop thinking that if you sell a product, you have to afford it. That ain't the truth. Because there's people out there that can afford it, that do have it. And your job is to create a dream offer and to get that dream offer in front of the right audience. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's what's important right now. That's what we do. That's how you get to the next level. We may not even be selling we may not even be selling products necessarily to our culture, but the idea is they do that. They'll go ahead, they'll come over here and work and send money back. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
No, that's
Send
facts.
money all the way back.
That's big facts.
So the idea is what we have to do is learn how to be able to ask for more. And I'm going to tell you, I want you to, once you start working on starting a business, I want you to, and you charge 5 or 10,000, it's called a high ticket item. I want you to go in the mirror and practice. This is going to cost you $10,000, sir, and just shut up. This is about learning how to be able to ask what you're worth so that we can build our network that we ain't never going to do it on $300. I started giving away credit repair because at the end of the day, I was making so much money. I made so much money on Start Sober Living. It don't matter no more. And now I start teaching it and even make even more. As my self-confidence grew, I started learning how to charge what I was worth. Does that make sense? Okay, y'all too quiet for me. What's going on?
So I got a question, brother. What do you
Sure.
say to the person who wants to buy a property? Should they get a single family home or should they get
Absolutely.
something like a fourplex or something like that?
So it all depends. So if you can afford a duplex or that's what I recommend. Oh, I can't wait to get a single family home because buying in to the white picket fence. Don't buy into it. We're too old now. We gotta go. We gotta think like investors now. I gotta think duplex, triplex, fourplex, right? Small apartment complex. But if you can't do that, go start up a sober living and you get 20 rent off of it. You get an apartment complex money. Stop playing with me. I'm trying to wake y'all up. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all win, man. You think he like, this dude is tripping. He like, I don't know. I'm serious.
I'm on point with it. I'm trying to, I'm just trying to let you do your thing, brother. When you're shooting your shot, you gotta let you're on fire right now. So I gotta let you shoot that shot.
I'm just educating. At the end of the day, if I was anybody, if you can't get a duplex, triplex, fourplex, go get a single family home, right? Go ahead into a halfway house, and you can come to me. I can be able to help you. And boom, you go ahead, and now you got fuck you money, huh? Okay. I don't care what you're talking about, huh?
So
now I'm taking trips. I'm doing what I need to do. But here's what you do: you rinse the hood, like Jay-Z said, and you keep buying these houses. And you keep filling these houses. And here's the other hit that we not touched on yet is that you're helping the neighborhood get better. It's lucrative, life-saving sober livings. You're washing the hood. I got 45 men. I got 45 men in the homes I have, and we're teaching them how to be men. that using doesn't work, that we can't use and be successful. That was our first part. Young men, 18, 19, 20, all the way up to 60. That's what this is about. At the same time, continuously making a stream of income. Social entrepreneur. It's called socialpreneur.
Man, you just gave up 5 minutes with the game. But Miss Tony, I know you always got a phenomenal question. What's your question tonight, Tony? Come on, I know you got something you want to drop, Tony.
I'm just blown away right now. I don't even know if I have a question right now because
you got a question.
I do got a question. Okay. But you just been spitting out so much wisdom. I mean, first of all, like what was the steps that got you to where you at? I mean, I know that you said where you been and where you came from and you started this business and you talked about your gas and things like that. But what was that fire? How did that fire get so lit under you where you was just like, I had enough and I got to do something else? Because a lot of times, like the young lady that was on earlier, she admitted like it was scary for her to start her business. So what was that that was like, okay, enough is enough?
It was.
And I know it was scary, but what pushed you to just do it? Because sometimes we just got to do it.
Right. The fire came from either I stayed this way forever until I die, and I be like my mama and them and everybody else that was doing the same old stuff for 60 years, talking about I'm gonna do something different one day and blah blah blah. Now, do it now. I created a sense of urgency. Do it now, not right now. Right now. Get it going. Don't play with it. Do not wait. When I did a vision board and I said I wanted to make $20,000, right? And then I looked at my paycheck and I probably had like $36 after everything was said and done. I said, this shit ain't adding up. So it let me knew I would have to abandon ship. And that's what I did. And I call it burning the boat. I burned my boat. Right? And you guys know about the story about the burning boat? Right? You guys know about that story? Okay, I'm gonna tell the story because you guys
gotta tell us.
Okay, so what ends up happening, there's this captain and he has like an armada. He had like 6 or 7 ships, and he sails to this island of enemies, and they have one army, and there's more of them. And then the captain knew that, and what he said, you know what? They get to the island. He tells his second in command, burn all the boats. Second in command said, Captain, you tripping. There's too many of them. We're going to die here. And he said, that's the point. Either we die or we kill them all. But that's the only options we have. And in that scenario, what you'll find with humans is that they succeed. And so I burned my boats intentionally. That was the game. That was the game changer. There was no going back. I remember going to San Joaquin County to sign my resignation, and I went there in a full suit with a gold pen. And I told them, and they were like, Daryl, you don't have to leave, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, I'm signing my $1 million contract right here because this is the only thing stopping me from going full blast. This is $1 million. This is like my NFL. I'm about to get football numbers. You don't even understand it. I didn't even fully understand it. Our jobs are the things that are holding us back from getting to the next. And now, guess what? I got football numbers. Now I'm over here on the podcast on the other side of nothing with a whole bunch of credit. With a whole bunch of in my community. That's what the shit is about. And I got fuck you money. If anybody got that, I'm okay with it. This is the truth. Yeah. I swear to God, all of it. I can't even make this up. Y'all like, man, he too ghetto to be having on here like this. They done messed around and gave the wrong person some money.
No,
But
No, not
nobody
at
gave
all.
me nothing though.
And
That's
I
the other
like
hit
what
that
you
I
said
understand.
earlier when you said that. You
What?
were like,
What?
how you gonna give somebody this much money that ain't never had this much money before? You know what I mean? Like that's a real fact. Like we're not trained to
But
know how
ain't
to spend
nobody
money.
had that much. My mama ain't had. We was on government. We was breaking down that big brown blocks of government cheese, that hard shit, cutting it up. We was really there. We was using the dishwashing liquid to be able to take bubble bath. 4 or 5 of us cousins get in there. We don't got enough water. Man, I'm trying broke. Ain't nobody had that type of money. All my even moms that were somewhat successful, they started hating on me because you start breaking their ceiling, you'll find out who really be hating on you. They okay when you making money. When you get that fuck you money, they like, man, watch me out start implementing stuff. And the next thing you know, you start charging more. I want you guys to build a product where you have to charge $10,000 a high ticket. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you to build. There's a couple books on how to, David Hermosi, on how to build a dream offer. How to build a dream offer. $10,000, $15,000. You got to stop thinking that you got to be able to afford your products. Nah, the right person can afford your products. 5, 10, 15,000, no less than. I want all 3 of you guys to come up with how to be able to charge $10,000 on your experience. And I don't care if you do I don't care if you set it up as a 45-minute workshop, a 1-hour keynote, right? A service that you provide, something like that. You got to find out something that you can be able to give to other nonprofits that they want. And someone said that, I don't know who had to step out on faith and not by sight. Absolutely. It's all about faith.
So I'm just gonna say this. You thought you wasn't equipped to handle that money.
Hey,
but see, you didn't even know. See, God had a better idea. He
I
knew
heard him
exactly
on
what it
Sunday,
was.
and he
You
tore
didn't
that
see.
shit down.
What happened? Okay. Something else. Anyway, go ahead.
The thing is, see, sometimes when you say, I wasn't even equipped, I never had that kind of money, it's a mindset. See, we really could handle all of that because, again, the power of that energy that we talk about, that power of the higher being, the power of our ancestors, the power of God, whatever you want to call it, it's seeing something that you didn't see. That's part of changing that narrative, man. We get caught in the slums and we think, oh, this is it. And then you get a feel of what it really is, and that energizer that's in us all. I always tell the young folks when I mentor the young folks in juvenile hall, and I tell them, I say, it's already in you. You don't even know it. It's already in you.
Absolutely.
I'm just here to help pull it out of you, baby. That's all. It's already in you. See, sometimes we walk in this life and we don't even know that the gifts, right? Because the Bible says, since we like to go religious in the Black community, they already say God has put something in all of us. It's already there. You just didn't know how to tap into it. But sometimes you have to go through some things so that you could be equipped to handle some things. So when you get out of it, you can move forward. So you just
I completely agree. The other thing I want to add to that is that what I've learned through this experience of moving towards wealth is this right here. It's not always what you have to do. It's more what you have to let go. I had to let go of the limiting belief system. I had to let go of the idea that could I even charge $25,000 for a product, right? I had to let go of that idea. I remember when I was selling credit repair for $300. I'm gonna charge you $300. And my idea next is I'm charging $100,000 for a service I provide. You see what I'm saying? I got a sober living. That's for people that's in and out of like jail. I got a sober living, people that are dealing with mental health, and I got a high-end sober living called Lakeshore Lux. I charge $4,800 a bed. I got 15 beds in there. 5,000. What's 5,000 times 15? Anybody? We know 5 times 10 is what?
I couldn't hear him. He broke up. You breaking up
Did
on
I?
us, good brother.
You said
broke up.
5,000 times 15?
5,000 times 15.
Yeah, that's
I couldn't-
75,000.
Yeah. Per month. Now, times that times 12 months.
Right. That is 900,000.
Times that times 5. Just one house, single family residence.
Oh, okay. That's 4.5 million.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
I like that part. You gotta let some stuff go. I keep trying to tell my people in the community. Sometimes you gotta let go family. Sometimes you gotta let go relationships. Sometimes you gotta let go job. Sometimes the biggest blessing to excel is letting go some things, letting go that pain, letting go that hurt. That's just what it's all about. Sometimes you gotta let go to go. That's what they say. Sometimes you gotta let go to go. And that was powerful.
I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you, what do you think y'all need to let go to get to the next level?
I need to let go of fear. I know for sure. That's why it hit me so strong when she said that earlier. Like, fear of not failing, fear of not being enough. Like you said, fear of knowing your worth, being able to just step out on faith and believe that it would happen. That's a lot of how a lot of us are. But that's why I asked you, like, where did your fire come from? Because some of us need people to tell us that we got it. Or some of us need...
Right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I think, and then if we go biblically, the Bible says, ye are God's, little g. Like somewhere in this, I started to believe that if I'm made in God's image, I'm a creator. I need to be creating if I'm going to be at my highest level. See, here's the thing. There's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And at the top of that is self-actualization, where you move to a point to where you become like that character in the Matrix, Neo. I don't know if you ever watched The Matrix. Anybody ever watched that movie before? Where you move into a point where you believe you are one, that you believe that nothing can stop you, that you believe that next level is beyond what these people are talking about. So, but look at that. When you got people right there talking about whatever's going on, but at the end, you're going to always, when we have frank conversations like this, you're going to always have haters, right? And not even haters understand they're in the matrix still. Does that make sense? Is anybody picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm following you step by step. I'm following you like a book, chapter to chapter, sentence by sentence, brother. I'm getting it all.
And good job, man. I'm out trying to really make it. I don't have a job. He's like this boy crazy.
No, you ain't. No. I'm not saying you crazy. I'm saying right there with you. I mean, that's what I do all day. Every day. I don't worry about the haters. I don't worry about competition. People always talking about, well, John, there's a lot of people
for the haters.
That's podcasting. There's a lot of people doing this. What makes you different? I don't worry about them people. Okay, I can do what I got to do, and I'll tell those people. Just make sure you blessing the people. Okay, because that's all I'm worried about. Just bless my people. I ain't in that competition stuff. I ain't worried about who like me and who don't like me. All I do is keep grinding for my people, right? Because
this is going to blow up. Why?
I understand.
This is going to blow up. This is going to blow up. It is going to blow up hard. Watch, listen to what I'm saying. It's going to blow up, and all you got to do is make sure you stay consistent. This is what I found out too, man. I got a lot of people. I had 3 mentors. All 3 of them were millionaires. This is what they told me. Daryl, if you do X, Y will happen. Huh? If you do X with certainty, Y will happen. If you stay consistent when everybody falls off, but you stay consistent, Y has to happen. And it does. This has to blow up. You just think when you don't want to go anymore, that's when you say, let's go ahead, press play, let's go. Let's go in and
Haters
let's
is
go in.
elevating
Every
too.
day, see, D, my motto is this. Every day we blown up. You get what I'm saying?
Come
First
on.
of all, God gave us another day. I got the best team
Amen.
that anybody can ever ask for.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I
Ups and
love how
downs,
you
right?
push back,
But at the end of the
that's how
day,
you create. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead. I'm listening.
the blow up is the people. See, this is what I tell people. It's not about me. It's not about both sides of the conversation. It's about the people. When the people speak, you win. See, you don't win until the people speak. That's why I tell people. It ain't about me. It's about the people. When they see you and they feel your realness and they feel what you're doing and you make an impact, that's when you blow up.
Hey,
Because
but
people always gonna feel the energy.
Hey, you love this right here. You love it. And that's the other piece. And we hear it all the time. You gotta love what you do. Because the way you gotta work at it is ridiculous. Don't nobody outwork me. This is what they told me. The billionaire and the beggar both have one thing in common. They both have 24 hours in a day. The billionaire is doing something different, starkly different with his 24 hours. We got to start looking at our 24 hours, tracking our time, setting our goals, and then setting our 24 hours to reach our goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Man, we
working.
be going all night,
I'm working 22 of those 24 hours, Daryl. I'm working 22 of those 24 hours, okay?
That's how you supposed to do
Show
it.
That's how
is.
we do. So I'll tell all the people, you ain't got to keep up with me. Just don't sleep as much as I sleep, and then you be better.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna keep up
doing
with you.
22 hours. I'm doing 22 hours, Daryl.
Nobody's supposed to outwork you. No.
And when I'm sleeping, I'm still thinking. When I'm sleeping, I'm still
you.
thinking. I'm sleeping, thinking about the next move.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about how to move, how to impact my community. How do I move my community forward? Leadership, demonstrate what's possible. On 2 hours of sleep, you could do it.
And that's it. Outwork everybody. Not you people. Break your body until you produce what you want. And when you do that, then you can be able to hire people. You got to go hard. And that's the other thing. We know how hard we got to go. I'm flying to the East Coast. People don't know. I've been to Dubai teaching this, Abu Dhabi. I've been all over. They don't know about me because they're highlighting the wrong people. But both sides of the conversation said, hey, let's get this young man on here though. Right?
You know, John.
So we for the people, baby. And that's why we
Thank
separate ourselves. I don't want the highlighters. I don't want Jim Rohn. I don't want Eric Thomas. I don't want the big names. I want Daryl on my show.
I'm here.
I want the folks on my. I want Stinking Smoking Leaks on my show. I want the people that don't know. Because again,
we need to go. I'm gonna go buy her.
We're pushing up over here, baby. We push our people. I'm gonna
go buy a whole bunch of her stuff. I swear to God, if I'm in Sacramento, I will go ahead and buy all of them. I'm gonna go. I swear to God, give me the link to her stuff so I can be able to go and surprise her. Because that's what we need to do.
We gonna support her, man. That's what we about, uplifting our people, man. Because it ain't about at the top, as they say. At the top, you can't get no muscle at the top. You get your muscle on the bed, on the bottom.
There you go.
Up. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna keep lifting my people up here. I'm gonna push them to the top. As long as I get them to the top, I'm gonna keep working, baby. It ain't over.
So I'm gonna say this. It's super late. I'm still jet lagged. I swear. Like I flew into DC, then we flew and then we flew down here to where I'm at. I'm in Florida. I still got to go to Atlanta, so I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm tired, y'all. But anytime we can do a collaboration. Not Jim Rohn, but Grant Cardone said, if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have competed. I would have collaborated a lot more. That's what you guys do to build this up, to collaborate with other podcasts. Bring exciting people on that gonna speak from the heart. Y'all heard me today. Y'all heard me. Right?
Hey, Daryl, our doors is always open. We try to collaborate with everybody. They afraid. They worried about who's going to get the shine, who's going to get the acknowledgement, who's going to get the instant gratification. So all my people out there that want to be a part of both sides of the conversation, I always tell y'all, we family. Come holler at me. I work with anybody. I'm about uplifting my people, man. I'm not worried about the instant gratification. I'm not worried about the followers. I'm not worried about the likes. I'm worried about lifting my people up, making sure that the right messages, powerful brothers like you come on here and drop those gems. When we talk about, we're changing the narrative from our voice. Community, Both sides of the conversation is changing the narrative from our voices. When I say our voices, did y'all hear the brother? And I know it was a little staticky here and there. You see, because the enemy, the negative energy is always trying to take our voices.
No, it was
but he
good,
held
man.
strong. The Wi-Fi
was
stood
fire,
up.
bro.
He was still
was
here.
Fire.
He dropped 5 times, but he been
This
through the
was
whole
fire.
show. Because that's what our people do. We
This
ascend,
right here
we
could have
continue to
went. This could have.
We definitely received the information that you gave us. You gave a lot of knowledge. You got a lot. You gave a lot of gems tonight. Like, I was taking it in. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it because the static was hating, but it was definitely received. And you definitely have to come back on the show, maybe on one of our men's shows, that you can come on and help some of these young brothers how to get that fear out of them and help them light the fire like you did.
But I think that needs to be on both sides, because that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the fear of failure and the fear of and the fear of failing in front of people. That's the fear that I had to eliminate the first, because the only way to get to the next level is to learn how to fail. You know, the more I failed, the more secrets I got to working on my sauce, to where my sauce became so good that it was like, man, I got it now. So we gotta. Failure isn't really even failure. It's just tweaks to get to the next level. So anyway, I'm gonna get off, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all
love you
fire,
too,
man.
Back at you.
You see my community. They talking about I'm in the pool pit tonight. So I'm gonna have to give a benediction tonight. I'm gonna give a benediction tonight for all the people. But brother Daryl, thank you for being here, brother. We're gonna continue to promote your information. Community, start a sober living. If you
StartASoberLiving.com.
let's do that. Let's go out here.
Let's get you rich. Let's get you
money
rich. Real quick, go to StartASoberLiving.com. Let's get you rich. Right? Here's the thing. So it's $15,000 on there, but I can help you get finance to get the money to start up your own sober living. Right? I know places that will finance you the $10,000. You can start working with me. Like, I ain't got no 10, 15,000. Come to me anyway. There's people that will finance you, and we can get to work instantly. Get you rich in 3 years. Get you rich.
Good people out there, my good people out there, you're looking for a different way. You're trying to get out of the working environment. Reach up to brother Daryl. His number is on the screen. We're going to replay this. We're going to share it to the community. Powerful hidden gem show tonight. I don't know what y'all been missing, but they said I'm in the pool pit, and every good pastor has to wipe himself down before he gives a benediction. So I'm gonna give my benediction tonight. I gotta give my benediction to the community tonight because I gotta close out. But brother Daryl, we're gonna let you go. Get your rest, good brother. Safe travels. Continue to do the impact and the work that you're doing to help these young kings out, and continue to do what you do. All of our love and support and prayers are going to you. Whatever you need us to do, reach out to us. We here. We're going to uplift you. We're going to push you up, like I said, and make sure you get elevated. Don't worry about the people who ain't calling for you, asking for you. The most important people that called you is the people in your community. Both sides of the conversation, man. Changing that narrative. Keep doing it, brother. Keep ascending. Keep doing the great things that you're doing. We're going to tap in with you later, and we'll try to get you on one of our shows so we can finish dropping the gems to the community, to our young kings, as we enlighten our community, and we try to make sure that our young brothers and young sisters get the right information to change that narrative in our community. Thank you, brother, for coming on. Go on and go ahead, Sakati.
Before you let him go, I already jammed him up and let him know he can't just come on Tuesday. He got to come on a Thursday too. So he's already been put on notice. I know where the brother live. If he want to play games, I'm going to show up. I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to have to get his girlfriend to gang up with me and get him on a Thursday. Educational Thursday. So that's where he's gonna be. He already said yes. So he's a man of his word. So we're gonna have to do a whole Educational Thursday, John. No problem, brother, I just want to say thank you for sticking through, because most people, when the enemy is attacking on all fronts, meaning he attacks the airwaves, but you stuck through it. So I just want to say thank you for that. I also want to say thank you for lacing our boots with that knowledge, because most people that come on here and skirt around some things, they don't want to give you the honey bun, the middle of it. They want to give you the outside. So you gave us the middle, and I want to say thank you for that, because this knowledge would cost people no less than $15,000 to get what you just bestowed on us on tonight. So thank you for that, King. And when me, John, and Tony got our 4.5 trillion, because we ain't gonna stop at the million. When we
Good.
get our bank, we're gonna have to call you because we're gonna be jet setting. You feel me?
I understand. So I want to go back to what I asked you guys to do. This is the assignment. This is the homework, right? I want to make sure you understand the assignment. The idea is to come up with a service, right? Because the service is the easiest way to go about it. I don't care if it's a 45-minute workshop. I don't care if it's a 1-hour keynote. I don't care if it's some type of service that you have from your past experience. Remember, your experience is a gold mine to the right people. To the right people. Get that into a package, and then you can be able to sell it. Like I said, David Hormozy is the book I read on creating $100 million offer. The $100 million offer. Write it down, put it somewhere, give it to these people. Right, the $100 million offer. Once you understand how to package the offer, you can get it in front of the right people. Sometimes the right people is Netflix. Come on, y'all. Sometimes the right people is ABC, BET. Come on, y'all. Right? So the idea is you just you ain't even exposed. I got so much. I'm not even lying to you. I wrote a whole program called Beyond the Ordinary. I ain't never even put that out yet. I got a book. I got 2 other books, How to Start a Sober Living in 4 Weeks and The Multiple Stream Mindset, out. Nobody's really even read it. None of this stuff. So much. So much. Anyway, we will never get off of this if y'all don't just click and say, Daryl, go on.
Man, Daryl, go on and get your rest, King. Go on and click off, and we're going to close out tonight's show. We will be calling for you to get you to come do an educational presentation, and we will get you on one of our other shows to have conversations with some of the folks in the community. We are always trying to have the taboo conversation, the stigma conversation in our community that sometimes our Black folks just don't want to talk about. So we'll get you on one of these Sundays. We'll catch you fresh out the church after, watching the game, and we'll get you to come on in here and holler at the kings and the people of the community, brother. Thank you again. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. Staying up late, way on the East Coast, to come holler at your folks right here in the Bay Area, both sides of the conversation. Thank you, King. Have a good evening. Enjoy your trip. Safe travels, and I'm sure we'll be connecting with you real soon.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. Peace, brother. Okay, community. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight's show. Oh, this was great. This was powerful. If you missed some stuff, you wanted to hear some great information tonight, please go back and watch the show. If you tuned in late, if you're on the East Coast and you fell asleep and you want to come back and watch what Brother Daryl was talking about, how to change your life. He dropped so many gems, letting things go, just giving us gems. Come up with a $10,000 ask, doing a number of things, man, just giving us all kinds of gems and jewels. This was a great show. This is what we're about. Kings, uplifting kings, kings supporting kings, kings supporting queens. That's what we do here at both sides of the conversation when we talk about changing the narrative. When we talk about changing the narrative, this brother is definitely doing it. That sister that was here today, definitely doing it. And you're hearing it from their voices. That's why we say both sides of the conversation, changing the narrative from our voices, because you hear from our people. They're telling you their truth. They're being vulnerable. They coming on and they uplifting us and letting us know that you can do it. We always talk about here. Leadership is about demonstrating what's possible. Tonight, what you've seen is 2 amazing leaders from our community who stepped in faith, wasn't afraid of the unknown, leaped, made some changes, arranged some things, let some things go. But they are where they at today by being impactful in the community. You believe in yourself, community. Do the things that you're doing. Continue to sin. Continue to move forward, because that's what we all about, moving our people forward. When we talk about equity, we going to move equity forward. For all of my both sides of the conversation team, I love y'all. We support y'all. We thank y'all for all the amazing work that you're doing for community. Thank you for always supporting and uplifting the work that we do so graciously. And I only get 2 hours of sleep. So y'all know what that means. I'm always paying attention to what's going on in my community. But again, unity is everything. We're going to keep lifting up our community and giving props to those who need to get props. Every Tuesday, we are here for another Hidden Gem segment where we will continue to highlight phenomenal folks like Daryl, like the sister that was here earlier, Smoking Links. That's what we do. We let the community know where our Black business is at. We want to spend our dollars with our people. Check us out on Tuesday. Find out who the next Hidden Gem is. Find out who's doing some positive things to impact our community. That's what they do. That's what we do. So we got to let it be known. We're going to meet them at the intersections. We're going to bring the information, the education, and awareness that our community needs, because y'all know sometimes We don't be getting that information. They don't want us to know how to elevate and do the things that we do. So that's what we do here at Both Sides of the Conversation. We bring folks like Daryl here to give you the gems, the sauce, the secret sauce to be the boss that you need to be. Again, every Thursday, we have our Educational Thursday at 6 p.m. Tune in this Thursday. We're going to be talking about life insurance. We know in our community, we don't think about life insurance. We got cell phone insurance. We got car insurance. But when it comes to our life, we ain't got no insurance. So we're going to fix that this Thursday for our next Educational Thursday. And then Sunday, okay? Very powerful show. If you ain't doing nothing, if your team is losing, tune in at 4 o'clock because we're talking about violence prevention. We have an uptick of violence going on across this country and our Black community. And as community, we're going to talk about it. We're going to put some strategies together. We're going to come up with some solutions. But we're going to be real, and we're going to have a great conversation with some phenomenal guests. So tune in this Sunday as we'll be talking about violence prevention. With that being said, be safe out there, community. Too many things is going on. When the energy is moving this way, we got to be mindful. And to all my people in Sacramento, okay, I just see the alert coming in. The air quality is changing because of the fire. Be careful out there. Be mindful. If you have asthma, stay indoors. We just had an earthquake in Santa Rosa. Be careful to those folks up there. Again, the heat is gone, but things are still happening. Mother Nature is talking to us. Pay attention. We are still in the drought here in San Francisco and in California. Do your part. Conserve some water. Make sure you turn the water off. Don't wash the car too long so that we can have water for our elders and the people of our community. And for the folks that's moving around, COVID is still happening in our community. Please wear a mask, be safe. It is still spreading. And for the folks that's dealing with monkeypox, it is real. It is happening in our communities. Make sure you get to the community meeting that is coming up to Town Hall with the San Francisco AIDS Foundation because I think it is very important information for our community. With that being said, again, thank you to my brother Nate, SF Rebels, and to all the amazing folks that continue to support the work that we do here at Both Sides of the Conversation. With that being said, y'all already know, all power to the people. We'll see y'all soon. Good evening. Have a blessed one and be safe out there. We'll see y'all Thursday. Good night now.